What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 48 of our Liverpool FC playthrough here in Football Manager 2016. Today, I've got for you guys a live commentary against Fiorentina in the Champions League first knockout round. Now, this was a game that I actually forgot was happening when I reviewed the fixtures at the end of last episode. A few people pointed out in the comments saying, why aren't you doing the Champions League game? I just missed it on the fixture list. Of course, I was going to do this game. We have got some pretty cool episodes coming up. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about them now before we look at the two games since the last episode. So next episode, for episode 49, it will be a game against Arsenal in the league. And then for episode 50, I thought we would do a 4-match special. We'll be taking on Everton in the Premier League away from home. So I thought it'd be good to get the Merseyside derby in episode 50. We'll then have the FA Cup 6th round against Arsenal away from home. We'll then go to Fiorentina and play them actually at home in the second leg of this first Champions League knockout round. And then to round up episode 50, the plan will be to do the game against Manchester United. So anyway, that's something to look forward to, I guess. Just looking at the two games since last episode, both 5-0 wins. In both games, one little maestro for us getting a hat-trick. We'll talk about him and how he's gotten at the club in just a second. But as you can see here, Sheffield Wednesday in the league, good convincing performance, really comfortable stuff. 5-0, Dybala, Mario Silva with a hat-trick and Goetze grabbing a goal in a pretty good performance all in all. The other game was in the FA Cup. It was taken on Crystal Palace, and it wasn't, it was taken on Queen's Park Rangers, who you can see here are a championship team. And if we look at this result, 5-0, we actually had a man sent off in the 23rd minute and still scored 4 goals despite that. And also Mario Silva grabbed his second hat-trick in 2 games. Hopefully he can do that again for us today. The young Portuguese striker has just been in absolutely scintillating form since joining the club. A really good player. His only real weakness is his mentals and his jumping reach, but that can still develop. This guy is only 18. You can see so far this season 11 goals in 5 starts and 2 appearances off the bench. He's also got 2 hat-tricks. He's not doing too bad, the little Portuguese striker. Hopefully we can see more of that today in the Champions League, where he isn't cup tied, which was a nice benefit of signing him too. So anyway, let's have a look at our team for today's game. Of course, against Fiorentina, who are a team in Serie A. Last season they finished 3rd in Serie A. The year before that they finished 5th. So they're not the strongest team in Italy, but they've done well to reach this stage in the Champions League. I do feel like we were perhaps slightly fortunate to get drawn against them for this competition. But you know what? We have to kind of capitalise, I guess, on that fortune. And no game is really too easy in Europe. In terms of the team that we're going to be playing today, going to be kind of our standard team. The team that at the moment, I guess, at least this is what I expect to play most games. We go with Mignolet in goal, Alberto Moreno, Mamana, Zuma and Klein as a back 4. A midfield trio of Tielemans, Henderson and Coutinho. Goetze at centre attacking mid, and then a strike force at the moment of Dybala and Silva. Sturridge has kind of been ousted, I guess, recently. It's hard to drop a player like Mario Silva, who's got an average rating of 9.18 in his last 5 games. So we're going to stick with him again today. But we have got options on the bench. We've got Sturridge, we've got Embolo. If we want to kind of, I guess, firm up the defence a little bit, we have the ability to bring on someone like Thiago Maia on for Henderson. So anyway, let's submit our team and proceed to today's game. Hoping for a good result here. We are the favourites. Dybala currently the competition's top goal scorer. Maybe you can get a few more tonight. I'm going to tell the players if we play a game, we'll win. You're capable of that. It's worth noting, Mario Silva, this is going to be his Champions League debut as a player. So maybe he can have a massive impact on the European stage. It's going to be a big game for him. It's a big game for us, in all honesty. The board expectation this season in the Champions League is to reach the quarterfinals. And we do not want to concede early on as Fiorentina on the attack. A good block there, I think it was by Nathaniel Klein, and, well, Fiorentina not going to make anything of the throw-in they had in our half. Anyway, not a lot of time on the clock, 4 minutes in. They're on the attack here in their purple kit, but that is a good tackle there. And now can we get the second tackle in? We can. Mamana with the big header, but now ball coming down the left-hand side. Ali Adnan whips in the ball and wow, okay, Mignolet, what a save, my son. The Belgian goalkeeper, a player who I talked about earlier in the season, likely for him this will be his last season of regular first-team football for us. He's made a fantastic save there. He really has been a great player for us, Mignolet. He's for a little while been the weak link perhaps of the team, if you were to look at attributes, but he certainly makes some big saves for us, and he made a big one there. And he's made another big one, that one straight at him. But he dealt with it and had the reflexes to, I guess, deal with it. I'm actually going to make a tactical change early. We are being ripped to shreds a little bit too much early on for my liking. So we're going to go with a pretty standard change. There's nothing too crazy about it. It's actually a system that suits our team fairly well. Mario Silva can actually play at right wing. So we're going to try him there at attacking inside forward. Not a role he's played much of. But in the early stages of this game, we've been getting torn apart out on the wings. Fiorentina are playing quite a wide system, so I kind of want to match them in that regard. So we're going to go with our standard kind of tactical change that we do against these wider teams. Hopefully we can find our footing, I guess, in this game and move on, as we do have the ball here. We've still yet to have a shot, but we might have a chance here. Klein to Silva, whips it in, headed away, but Tielemans, Henderson. Can we rebuild the play here? Henderson giving away the ball a little bit cheaply, but Zuma with a great bit of play there, and we still have possession of Goetze, Dybala, he's through, Zoet with the save. That was a great save there. That was not a clear-cut chance, but it was a good chance for us. It was dealt with, though, by Fiorentina. And, yeah, we are away from home here, so away goals are going to be important, as we do have a set piece. It's headed away, but Dybala whips it in. Mamana offside there. That would have been a really good chance if he had held his line and scored. Unfortunately, he did head it straight at the keeper, so I'm not too worried about that flag. But yeah, of course, Champions League, as I was just saying, away goals are going to be big. If we could get one, that would be massive. A draw here would be a pretty good result away from home against Fiorentina. I fancy us at home. We've got pretty good home form at the moment. Of course, I'd love to keep our winning run going in all competitions for as long as possible. Realistically, with the likes of Arsenal to play twice in the next few games, United too, and Fiorentina again, it's not going to be super easy, but it's possible. And we are on the attack here, headed away, but Coutinho back to Henderson. Henderson looking out wide, Klein on the overlap. Silva doesn't pull away the pass, and now there's some spacing behind Klein for Fiorentina to attack, and attack it they will. Rescio shoots, and that is a pretty good goal there by them. I think Mignolet maybe could have done a little bit better, but that was a really nice counter-attack by Fiorentina, to be fair. They worked the ball around nicely. Klein got caught quite high up the pitch. I think it was Mario Silva who dwelled on the ball for a little bit too long, could have passed it out wide, and we've been punished for that. Mignolet getting a hand on it, but only being able to tip it into the roof of the net. The ball finds its way in, and Fiorentina take an early lead here in this kind of tie, I guess, if you were to factor in for both legs, as they will go in at half-time here, 1-0 up. And I'm going to tell the players that it just won't do. I'm not happy, boys. Sort it out. I want to see a much better performance in this second half from us. In terms of performances, any players not performing well, really it's just a combination of a lot of players not performing well. So hopefully the team talk that we've done, will galvanise them. They can get their heads switched on, perform better this half. We have got plenty of options on off the bench if we need them, although route one to Dybala here, he's through and he scores. That is a great finish there. Mignolet will be awarded with the assist. That is Dybala's 32nd goal of the season. He is in fine goal scoring form. The big ball over, nods it on for himself. There is no support there, but he uses his pace and he uses his composure just to take it around the keeper. Slots it in, we get that away goal. That is a great way to start this second half, and hopefully now we can use the momentum that we now have in this match to kick on and maybe grab another and really make this a dream first leg in this Champions League round. Looking at the stats, we are having a lot more of the ball and we have had slightly more shots. Since we made the tactical change, we've certainly been the team on top, but at the moment scoreline still at 1-1. I'm going to be encouraging the players ready to continue attacking here. We've got plenty of options who we can bring on. I think Mario Silva might be worth taking off at this point. He's not had a fantastic game, the right winger. We have got Limbolo, who I do want to bring on, who is a really good kind of right winger in that position, so we'll make that change. Tielemans on a booking as well. I don't really want to see him get sent off, so I'm going to bring on Thiago Maia to play the defensive midfielder position for us, like the ball winner of our two centre mids in this 4-2-3-1 system, and we'll move Henderson up to the playmaker role. At this point, we really don't want to go down to 10 men. In this game, it's quite a competitive match. Tackles are probably going to be flying in, and it's just an unnecessary risk, I guess, to not take off one of your two centre mids who is on a yellow. But anyway, it's still 1-1 here, although Fiorentina on the attack. Ali Adnan, he's already whipped in one ball of quality, but Klein there dealing with it well, and now the sub Mbolo involved, and now Dybala through again, cuts inside. Can he finish it? What a goal that is. Again, a moment of magic by Paulo Dybala. Goetze with the assist, but really the assist should go to Dybala as well as the goal. Through on goal, has to cut inside, two men there, but he slots it nice and composed, near post, keeper caught out of position, didn't expect the shot to be going that way. And the Ballon d'Or runner-up shows us some sprinkling of magic. It's 2-1 here. There's 10 minutes left. We're on the attack again though. Moreno, can he whip it in? Dybala looking for the hat-trick. Klein with the effort. Zoet with the save. It'd be amazing if Dybala could get a hat-trick here, although we have got to be wary of Fiorentina as they are starting to commit a few men higher up the pitch. But Maya, the sub, dealing with it well there. Now can we regain possession? Fiorentina looking pretty good this game. They've surprised me. I thought we'd boss the game a little bit more, although we do have a chance here. That is a mistake. Dybala whips in. Brilliant Bolo. Got to score that. The sub with a real clear-cut chance. Back post. Dybala unselfishly switching the play, having caught out the defender and acquired possession. But Brilliant Bolo just couldn't quite divert it goalwards. I think the defence got back fairly quickly. And there is not a lot of time left in this game. We've only made 2 changes. I'm not going to make that last one. Time is slipping away. It looks like it's going to be 2-1 here unless there's a late goal. It isn't going to be a late goal. It's 2-1 here. A great away win. Coming back from behind. Players kind of really showed some great character there. We keep our winning run going. Dybala grabbing 2. Pulls away at the top of the goal scoring charts in this competition. Fenerbahce, who were in our group, also beating Bayern 3-1 in that first knockout round. That is a bit of a surprise result. But yeah, that was an absolutely fantastic result there. Zuma praising my team talk. I'm a genius. Dybala with 2 though, the real genius here. He has been by far our player of the season so far. 22 goals in 22 league games. 6 assists as well. In all competitions he's been superb. You can see 33 goals in 33 appearances. He has scored 5 penalties. Scored 5 penalties. 12 assists as well. That is just a ridiculous return for a striker. Very unselfish. And yeah, he is pretty much single-handedly carrying us through this season at the moment. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode. Next episode, episode 49, will be back for the Arsenal game. Then episode 50 will be that 4-game special that I mentioned. Hopefully you're looking forward to those. If you've enjoyed this episode, as always, please do smash the like button. Let me know what you made of that match down in the comments. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.